Hello there, welcome back to Watch of Realms. Today I want to give you my thoughts and review on Dolores. This will be part 1 of 3 because there are 2 more videos I'd like to do after this, so be on the lookout for them, which will be reviewing Zilla 2 as well as doing the Guide Clan Boss Nightmare 2 and number 3. So that'll be very interesting there, and I can actually apply one of the 2 characters to the Guide Clan Boss, which will be Dolores, which does make a bit of a difference. And speaking of making a difference, let's take a look at what she's capable of in game. So luckily I did manage to get a hold of her, and I did pull a 2nd or 3rd copy of her during this times 10 event at the chances of pulling that specific character besides Zilla 2. So we scroll on down, we got Dolores right here, as you can see. Now, visually speaking, just their appearance is interesting. Nice colour tone, colour coordinated with like rose, pink and purple. If I just zoom in on the details, you can see she's got like a glove on with like golden nails, and then like an elbow protector. Whatever you'd call that. It's got roses on them as well, and then the dress area is embroidered with patterns and details, very small but intricate, and I think that might be the sun. All kinds of patterns going on, and then up top, upper body, there seems to be like some kind of like paint on the arms, like a white floral fauna type paint. That's quite interesting, that. And then as well the neck colours too, with the dark red coloured hair and some more beads going across her face. So in terms of visually speaking, aesthetically, a good, well-designed character, okay? Called Dolores, Muse of Desire. So she is level 60, max stars as well, and that's for good reason, because the more you max her out, the more damage she can get. She's not directly doing damage, but she helps the rest of the team do the damage, right? As for the promotion part, just so you know what is upgraded, number 1, you unlock the skill Merciful Beauty, which means 60 seconds after being deployed, permanently increases basic attacks healing multiplier by 5%. Graceful Dancing will have a 50% chance to increase the hero's rage by 100 when it ends. So, where do we start here? So, in terms of the attack healing multiplier, that can be increased by like the base attack of the character. So you kit the character out under attack bonuses there. But on top of that, with this skill, it will just help it more by 5%, which does make a difference. And then as for the rage part, during her ultimate ability, a 50% chance at increasing rage. That's always good to see when it ends, because it means the person can, get that ultimate back again, regenerate, recharge it quicker. So it's worth upgrading. Then the 3rd one doesn't do much, the 4th one doesn't do much, and the 5th. So it's not like the end of the world if you can't like upgrade them max straight away. As long as you 1-star them, you unlock the skill. That's what matters the most. Maybe it would have been good if on the 2 or 3-star, it maybe for the future, if it enabled and changed the radius of who they can inspire when they use their abilities. I think that could be something to take in consideration in the future. Or maybe even when the ultimate is used, maybe it can increase the radius and influence of heroes that have been deployed in the area. Maybe that could be considered for the future. So, as for the awaken part, I'll just show you that so you know where I'm at there. And eventually we will get on the skills, don't we? Awakened 1, enhanced. The inspiration effect of Graceful Dancing ultimate ability increases by 20%. The effect of it. Inspiration. Does it give the... inspiration. Increases attack proportionally to the caster's attack. So Dolores' attack You know, that's what it's based on. Whilst this effect is active, other buffs affecting inspiration will not take effect. Additionally, the caster is immune to such buffs. Okay. But the fact that it increases the effect by 20% is just another nice boost, piecing it all together. Awakened 2, HP 1200. That's pretty good, right? It increases a bit more survivability. Awakened 3, enhanced. During the effect of Graceful Dancing, increases the healing multiplier by 10%. Now, Dolores isn't a true healer, but she can heal to a small extent. So if you can increase the multiplier by a bit, why not? You might as well. It'll help survivability of your team, end of the day. Then Awakened 4, attack plus 5%, which is another important part, right? You want to get that attack up so that inspiration ultimate will greatly help the rest of your team output and damage. And then Awakened 5, unfortunately, I don't have a final copy, but if you did, it says when Graceful Dancing ends, increases the chance of increasing rage to 80% complete. So, well, increases, oh right, well, no, increases chances, yeah, of increasing rage to 80% full of the bar. So either way, you definitely want that, because then it means she can charge her ultimate up again quicker than maybe the last time. As for the artifact, what do I have on her at this moment? It's not the best one to have, but I'm just working with what I've got, because the only other one what I've got here increases the healing multiplier by 30 when healing a hero with less than 30% HP. It increases the healing multiplier, but that's healing. It's not linked with the attack, so that's why I've not used that skill. Increases healing effect by 20. No, because she's not a true healer, she doesn't need healing. Each basic attack launched has a chance to equal 10% a crit. No, because, I don't know, each basic attack, but she's not attacking unless a heal is still classified as an attack. I mean, what about Lightlock? When Lightlock heals, he directly attacks the enemy. So maybe that would suit him here. But as for Dolores, because it's based off her attack, which is then multiplied by her effects and skills, you want to get that attack up. So that's why I've used the Ancestral Teachings Epic Artifact, which when there is any ally within one tile or tiles, increase attack by 12%. And I believe it increases her attack, so you want that up as much as possible. Until I find maybe a better one, then I might, change it about. I don't know if we do have any in the Forge to get on with. Oh, we actually do. Do you know what? Why not do it on the spot? Let's see if we can get anything which could help her. This one, attack will be increased by 1. It's not even a percentage one. That's not good. And try this one. Come on. Can we get anything? What's this one? If the hero hasn't received any damage within the last 6 seconds, their damage will be increased by 10%. Marksman. So I guess this would be quite good at the start of a, whether you go into arena. Yeah, it would work in arena if you're a marksman and it's ground units or any unit, because they're not directly attacking the marksman. So it would work there if you used to use this. Clan boss, I don't know, is it how many seconds does the boss attack? I'd have to try and work out in the head. But it says, within the last 6 seconds, their damage will be increased by 10%. But how long does that last? Is that 10% for the next 6 seconds, or 10% for, until the match ends? I wonder. But it doesn't work with Dolores, unfortunately. I just wanted to try it anyway, try my luck. So we just got this artifact on for now. There's the Awakened, reasonable. Let's get into the skills, just to explain it if I didn't quite already. So, basic attack. Grants attack-based healing to all allies in range. Can't upgrade. Awaken. During the effect of Graceful Dancing. Okay. Merciful Beauty. 50 seconds after being deployed, permanently increases basic attacks healing multiplier by 5%. Yeah, so we saw that one before. And what's this? 50%. Okay. Well, actually, no. Maybe this was an add-on. 50% chance to increase the hero's rage by 300 when it ends. So that's even better. And that can be leveled up. Required trigger time. So you might as well do that so it's as efficient as possible. And that's a passive in the background. As for the manual ultimate, Graceful Dancing applies 40% inspiration to other allies in range, so within tile range, for 22 seconds. Increases attack proportionally to the caster's attack, Dolores attack, so you want it as much as possible. Okay, and it can be upgraded as you see, inspiration effect percentage-wise, 5, 10, 10% increase there. And you can get the duration up by an additional 4 seconds, reduce the skill cost by 40 and 60. And once awakened, as said, inspiration effect of Graceful Dancing increased by 20%. So it's 20% on top of 40%, right? 60. And then there's about 70% total inspiration when you've leveled it up maxed, as well as awakened as well. Pretty good, to be honest, not far from 100. We checked promotion out. As for gear, now, might not be the best gear, but I'm just working with what I've got, okay? HP, reasonable. Does it give the total amount there? Perfect. Basic attributes, 8,600 HP with 7,000, nearly 7,900 in gear, plus 650 from artifact. There we go. Collection progress. The collection progress is the catalogue for characters you get through summoning, and when you complete a certain set amount for each, what do you call it, for each group, for each class or clan, you get a bonus in something, such as HP, attack, etc. So it's pretty good, that. As for the attack, her basic attack is only 2,662, which isn't much at all, so you've got to ramp it up in the gear. So my gear is 7,484. So not far from 10k, which I guess is reasonable. As for defense, probably a bit low, but I'm just working with what I've got. Any more stats there? Attack interval minus 0.4 seconds. Attack speed 69. Do you need attack speed on Dolores? I'll be honest with you, I don't think you do. When it comes to Light Lock, or when it comes to Vortex, who are primarily healers, you want them to heal as fast as possible. You know, back-to-back healing. But if they're slow at attacking, slow at casting their abilities, then they're not going to heal, you know, as much or in time, so your characters die. So you want attack speed high as a healer. When it comes to Dolores, you don't need her attack speed that much. You don't need to prioritize it, right? Because her basic attack is pointless. It's her ultimate. That's what it's all about her, okay? And her passive ability as well, which can't be adjusted or manipulated through increase in speed, right? So you don't need to worry about speed when it comes to Dolores. You don't need to worry about crit damage or crit rate. You don't need to worry about the healing effect. You probably should focus on rage regen or rage regen auto, just so she can get her ultimate out quicker, right? So it's more frequent. The more times she can use her ultimate within, like, let's say a clan boss mission or whatever, the more times the characters around you, the other heroes, can do increased damage. So that's definitely a good focus there. No harm in having a decent amount of HP or defense on her just to keep her alive, because she is a bit squishy, depending how you build her out, of course. Try and get the attack up. That's one of the main focuses with her. Attack. I'd say probably attack first, followed by rage regen, followed by HP. That's how you should prioritize her. Now, as for her gear, as for the weapon and chest piece, we've got it for Calamity, which is attack 25% plus. Now, as for the items here, they're not the best, like this one here. Attack bonus 13%. It's not enough. If we could have attack bonus and attack flat stat, would have been better possibly, or attack bonus and HP bonus would have been better. And if it was is it called mythical? Is that what it's called? Mythic. Yeah, I would prefer a mythic book, but I don't have one that's suited for her at this moment. And there's some other characters here which have it, but you know, that's for them. Chest piece, HP bonus, nice to see. Attack bonus, nice to see. I've not even maxed it out yet in terms of the defense, so I can always work on that just for a little bit more survivability. Pretty good this, I'd say. And then on the right hand side, the additional gears, the necklace, the bangle, the ring, attack bonus, of course, with an attack flat stat, which is great. With some rage regen, would have been better if it was higher, of course. Attack speed, even though it's not necessary, it would have been better if it was higher, you know? You got flat defense stat, would have been better if it was defense bonus, like percentage. Attack speed could have been HP bonus, would have improved survivability overall, but you really want to focus on attack bonus when it comes to these. You know, you don't need to focus on crit damage, as I said. There we go, attack bonus again with attack speed, which isn't necessary, but it's just what I've got at the time. Maybe I could possibly adjust it, move it around when I get the chance. Flat attack, that's reasonable. HP bonus and HP flat stat, that's good, but too low. Would have been nice if it was in the purple area. Attack bonus again, as for the ring. Healing effect, pretty good. Rage regen, unfortunately, very low. HP, that's good, but it's not percentage, which is a shame. Defense bonus, that's good. It's a bit of an all-round. It would have been nice if there was maybe a flat attack stat on here, but you just work with what you got. I don't have any, besides the left-hand side where you get the bonus with matching gear sets on the right, unfortunately, I don't have that. I mean, I could have just a very quick look here. Attack bonus with HP and HP bonus, that's good. Attack flat stat, that's great. Now, what's it going to look like then? The only problem is there's no rage regen, and that's a shame that. Though, what's this? Hawkeye, launching 5 basic attack increases damage by 25% for 6 seconds. But that's damage. We want flat attack stats. What's this one? HP, flat, defense, flat, crit damage. No, that's terrible. Attack bonus, bit of rage regen, bit of crit damage, HP. Increases attack by 3% and ignores 12% of the target's defense. So ignoring the 12% of target's defense is pointless for this character because they're not directly attacking, but because they're multipliers and healing and how they inspire the rest of the team, you want as much attack, and it does increase attack by 3%. Although by a very small amount, it's something. But then again, with the one on the right, I've already got that same gear piece. Right, okay. Attack, rage regen. So realistically, the gear piece what I've got on the right is better than the one on the left, so I wouldn't need to change that at all. But what about her? Crit rate, not needed. Attack, no, not really. So I'm probably lacking when it comes to some of these items, I'll be honest with you. Crit damage, attack speed, no. Rage regen, auto, +3. Crit rate, crit damage, HP, defense, attack bonus. Maybe that would work better, but then it just depends what other items I've got. You know what I'm saying? Soul attack bonus, yeah, it is. After using ultimate skills, increases damage by 35% for 10 seconds. That sounds really good, that, because Dolores does use her ultimate, which then helps everybody else. But then, if it only lasts for 10 seconds, within that 10 seconds, will that ultimate charge up in 10 seconds after to then use again for that 35% increase in damage? No, and I don't think it would work because it says it needs to be based on attack, not damage. Is this crit damage? I don't know, it just says damage, not attack. So it must be different and it must not apply to Dolores. And even if it did, for that 10-second period, she'll be recharging after that ultimate, so it's pointless. Realistically, something like this would work better for maybe Wrath, or maybe... what's the other... is it called Decimos? The werewolf character? because you use their ultimate ability to do extra damage, really good and nice, bum bum bum, and then you return back to the normal basic attack, which if you build out correctly can do decent attack anyway. And then you could apply this after their ultimate and they're doing an extra 35% damage when the ultimate isn't on, so they're still sustaining that reasonable amount of damage per second as well. Probably this would work, the Wisdom Amulet, Mythic Gear Wisdom for Zillitu, possibly, if it's got the right substats with crit rate, bit crit damage, maybe a bit attack speed, depends where you use them for. When it comes to arena, you want decent speed so you can kill the target quicker than the opposition, right? You race against time. Any other pieces do I have here? Gains an attack bonus equal to 6% max HP when deployed. Ooh. Defense bonus, rage regen as well, but I'm losing a bit of attack. 264 attack lost, but I'm gaining an attack bonus equal to 6% of max HP. My max HP was about 16k or something, nearly 16k or around that, 6% of 16k, which would be an attack bonus. Maybe there's no harm in giving it a try at some point, maybe. But I don't think I've got other gear items in the other slots to complete the 3-piece requirements, unfortunately. HP bonus, yeah. Just got to do some more raids and get the items there. HP bonus, rage regen. Ooh, wow. And to be honest, this gear doesn't work on Nyx. So if I took it off her and put it on Dolores, you still get the HP bonus, which is better than the one on the right, and additional HP and additional defense with more rage regen rather than 3.5%. That's actually really good, That's actually really good. I'm tempted to make the switch now before I forget. But what about the other slot what I was talking about? Is there a... I don't think there is. That's very unfortunate. Do I just have like a legendary piece? No, I don't. Damn. So I've got 2 out of 3. That's such a shame, but I think the Glacier would work well with Dolores because you're prioritizing HP to keep her alive for survivability, and then that also complements the attack bonus because its attack bonus with this gear set is based off 6% of max HP when deployed. So you try and combine it all together to increase survivability but also damage output when it comes to inspiring your teammates, which I think is probably the best way to go. Still with keeping this one over here as it is when it comes to attack bonus and everything. Keep that maintained. Maybe over here, HP bonus substat, HP bonus, well that's already HP bonus, but you get the idea. Yeah, I think I'll probably look into that for the future, but all in all, just wanted to share with you Dolores. That's what she looks like, her abilities. Let me know if you've got Dolores, or let me know if, if you wish, would you want her in your team? I think all in all, at first I thought she was overrated, okay? I thought she was overrated. I still think she's kind of overrated, but I do sense that when I don't have her in my teams, I do fall behind on half of my damage when it comes to the clan boss, so it really does make a big statement. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm sure when I did the clan boss at one point, Nightmare 3 without her did about 2k damage, with her did about 4k, nearly 5k, so there's definitely a reason to have her in your teams. As for elsewhere, Gear Raid 1, if you got Light Lock up to a certain stage, he can be very good in damage output, AoE damage, as well as healing. You get me? Build him out correctly, he can do quite a bit of damage. Pair him with Dolores, inspires, increases that attack output for someone like Light Lock. It's a very good combination. Dolores, Light Lock, and Defender up to a certain stage in Gear Raid 1, you'll do well. Okay? Dolores in your clan boss teams, of course. Dolores anywhere else? Probably. Likely. Have I used her elsewhere? Not as much. So that's just my thoughts there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and you understood it. I'll see you next time.